In the wild skies of North America, there are moments when eagles display a power and precision that seems to stop nature. They do not hunt indiscriminately, but choose the right moment to create tense confrontations. Each approach is a rare glimpse of survival instinct, regardless of the target species. These moments capture how eagles use skill, strategy, and intuition to prevail in the vast world. In the rugged mountains of North America, the eagle occupies a position few other birds can match. Its vast wingspan, often exceeding 7 feet, allows it to glide effortlessly through the open sky. With eyesight many times sharper than that of humans, the eagle can detect the slightest movement from nearly a mile away. Its talons are built for precision, strong enough to grip prey. Crossing forests, deserts, and mountain slopes, the eagle adapts to the changing seasons and food sources. It waits, observes, and chooses its moment with composure. In every movement, the eagle demonstrates a balance between strength and restraint, a way of life shaped by patience and the demands of the wild. On the steep cliffs of the Rocky Mountains, North American mountain goats appear with a sure-footed gait and an amazing sense of balance. Their forked hooves and soft pads help them grip the narrow rocky outcrops, only a few inches wide. A full-grown goat usually stays away from dangers from above, but a kid or a goat that is isolated from the herd is at a disadvantage. From the air, the eagle circles slowly, observing every small movement on the slope. The steep rocky terrain is its great advantage. The eagle almost exclusively targets kids or weak goats, which are lighter, slower to react, and often exposed on steep surfaces. When it finds a favorable position, the eagle folds its wings and descends diagonally. The kid raises its head when it hears the wind sweeping across the rock face, but only has time to turn halfway. The talons squeeze the shoulders or back to unbalance the crucial element on the sloping rock. Even a slight slip can send the kid plunging 9 to 20 meters, often fatally. This tactic is not always feasible, and the eagle can be injured if it misjudges the terrain or the reaction of the herd. Success depends on a combination of physics, slope, and timing. That moment shows each species acting within the limits of its instincts. Among the sparsely wooded hillsides of North America, the red fox appears agile and alert. Its compact body, thick fur, and flexible ears help it detect small sounds on the ground. It moves slowly and checks its surroundings, avoiding potential threats, especially predators coming from above. In the sky above, the eagle keeps a steady altitude and watches the ground. Its strong eyesight allows it to see a fox moving through the snow. In the wild, foxes make up only about 10 to 15% of the golden eagle's diet. It usually chooses hares, marmots, and birds because they are safer. When it has located the right spot, The eagle retracts its wings and dives vertically. Its talons aim at the fox's back or shoulders to knock it off balance. As the terrain and snow change, the angle of attack also changes according to the experience of each individual. The fox barely had time to raise its head before the eagle closed in. It used its weight to pin its prey to the ground instead of killing it outright. In Mongolian hunting traditions, trained eagles have a success rate of nearly 80% when hunting foxes, demonstrating the bird's precision. In the warm, dry lands of western North America, rattlesnakes often lie under hot rocks to avoid detection. Their flexible bodies and ability to sense vibrations help them react quickly when threatened. For eagles, snakes are not the primary target, but in some short-legged eagles, snakes can make up 84% of their diet. Snakes are rich in protein, but come with a high risk of venom. From above, the eagle watches the snake's movements. When the time is right, it retracts its wings and drops rapidly. The snake slithers to the side, but does not have time to find a hiding place. The eagle approaches from behind the head to avoid counterattack. Its thick, scaly talons squeeze down, holding the vital spot. When the snake is pinned, the eagle uses its beak to strike the spine to gain an advantage. Once the snake is pinned down, the eagle maintains a steady grip and continues to attack the spine area. The snake tries to turn around to counterattack, but the short distance and controlled position prevent it from making an effective strike. The eagle maintains the initiative until the snake's movements slow down. This is a potentially risky style of hunting, but when the factors are properly assessed, the eagle can end up successful. In the snowy plains of North America, the gray wolf appears with a steady gait and slow breathing. Its thick fur and ability to coordinate in packs make it one of the most determined predators in the wild. An adult wolf is always alert, listening for every little sound to protect its territory and avoid threats from afar. Eagles watch for cubs, injured wolves, or lone wolves who are more vulnerable to pressure. In Central Asia, eagles were trained to hunt wolves, even though they were extremely dangerous. When the moment is right, it swoops down, clasps its talons on the shoulder or neck, and then escapes. The wolf backs away, and both keep safe within the limits of instinct. On the open grasslands and open forest edges of North America, white-tailed deer appear with a light gait and ears always turned to the slightest sound. Their agile bodies and quick reflexes help them avoid most dangers. However, young deer or deer that are separated from the herd while foraging are often at a disadvantage. From the sky, the eagle watches for young and weak deer, individuals weighing about 2.5 to 5 kilograms that it can control. When approaching at the right time, the eagle retracts its wings, flies low, and holds on tightly until the deer loses its balance. It cannot take down adult deer, but during the breeding season when many young deer are present, the success rate increases significantly. Over the vast lakes and marshes of North America, wild geese appear with their leisurely gait and distinctive honking. Their powerful wings help them fly long distances in flocks, while their large bodies and thick feathers give them the ability to withstand cold. Adult geese are always cautious when foraging, but when moving or separating from the group, they are vulnerable. From the air, eagles glide and observe changes in the geese formation. Golden eagles are agile when geese take off, while bald eagles rarely attack geese in the water. They do not target healthy individuals, but pay attention to young, weak, or separated geese. When geese slow down or lose formation, an opportunity appears. The eagle folds its wings and dives from a height of 30 to 50 meters. The geese try to create lift, but their slow reaction makes it difficult for them to maintain altitude. The eagle's claws tightened on the goose's upper back, forcing it to land to avoid losing its balance. The eagle didn't linger for long, as hunting geese is more about timing than chasing. It spread its wings and took off to avoid the geese's reaction. This moment shows how the goose relies on stamina and formation, while the eagle relies on precision and timing. Whether in grasslands, deep forests, or steep cliffs, the eagle always reveals its instincts through each calculated confrontation. Each dive is a combination of observation, skill, and timing, not just strength. These rare moments show that nature operates with a delicate balance between opportunity and limitation. And it is in the silence of the sky that the eagle asserts its position as a persistent, calm, and precise hunter.
Bears are not just fearsome creatures. They become explosive attacking forces when provoked. Every encounter in the wild opens up a breathtaking moment where their speed and power explode in an instant. In the deep forest or on the ice, a bear's charge always carries unpredictable ferocity. Prepare yourself, because the journey ahead will take you to the wildest moments of nature. On a humid morning in the Alaskan swamps, an adult moose paced slowly among the tall reeds. It stood nearly 7 feet tall at the shoulder. Weighed more than 1,500 pounds, and had long legs capable of delivering powerful kicks that could seriously injure any predator. It was a resilient northern animal, alert to any movement around it. Grizzly bears rarely have success confronting adult moose because of the size difference and unfavorable terrain. Only when a young moose is separated from the herd or an individual is weak do they have a chance. At noon, a young moose wandered near a lake. Its unsteady gait made it easy to notice. In the distance, A bear watched silently, weighing each step. The mother moose quickly recognized the danger. Her stance changed immediately. Her ears perked up, her body leaned forward. It was a moose's instinct to protect her young with unflinching strength. As the bear advanced, the mother responded with a powerful lunge, forcing the bear to stop. The atmosphere became tense, then quickly calmed as the bear retreated. The confrontation was brief but clear. In this wild land, the predator does not always win. There are moments when maternal instinct becomes the greatest force of nature. One morning on the vast prairies of Montana, a herd of bison moves slowly through the fresh grass. Adults stand nearly 6 feet tall at the shoulder, weigh up to 2,000 pounds, and can run more than 35 miles per hour, making them the largest and fastest mammals in North America. They live in tight-knit herds, but young or isolated individuals are always at risk when bears appear. In the spring, when bison give birth, bears often watch from afar. They patiently lurk where bison drink or feed, waiting for the moment a calf strays from its mother. This is a rare opportunity for bears, as adult bison are too strong and too large to confront head-on. One peaceful afternoon, a bison calf strayed a few paces from the herd. Its awkward gait made it easy to spot. At the edge of the forest nearby, a bear advanced slowly, carefully observing the distance between the calf and its mother. The bear knew that if it got the timing wrong, it could be seriously injured by a bison headbutt or stomp. As the bear became more visible, the mother bison reacted immediately, head lowered, shoulders raised, body leaning forward in a strong defensive posture. The bear took one step, the mother bison took two. The tension in the air was like a tight rope being pulled. The bear was forced to retreat, knowing that the unity and defense of the bison herd exceeded its advantage. The moment clearly demonstrated the contrast in nature. Bears rely on opportunity and patience, while bison rely on size, strength, and numbers. In the North American grasslands, this confrontation does not always end in the victory of the predator. Sometimes the unity of the bison herd and the strong instinct to protect their cubs becomes an impenetrable barrier. In the open valleys of Alaska, where salmon gather in shallow streams, male bears often clash over territory and food sources. These confrontations are familiar, but always carry a palpable tension. When two adult bears enter a river, they immediately stand on their hind legs, forming a powerful confrontation. Low growls ring out as a warning. Within seconds, the two are charging at each other in decisive movements. Claws and body strength are used to test the opponent's endurance. The fight is short but fierce, leaving deep scratches and wounds that will become permanent scars. Eventually, one begins to back away, breathing heavily and its posture destabilizing. The other stands firm, taking just one more step to confirm victory. The loser flees the area, leaving control of the territory and food source to the stronger. In nature, order is established through such moments, decisive, brief, and based entirely on real strength. One morning in the humid forests of North America, an adult bull elk steps out from the edge of the woods. It stands nearly 5 feet tall at the shoulder, weighs up to 700 pounds, and carries nearly 4-foot-long horns that symbolize its post-mating power. But the rut has weakened its body, slowed its breathing, and taken away its usual sure-footed stride. At the edge of the lake, the bull elk paused to catch its breath. The water reflected its powerful image, but also its fatigue. In the distance, a grizzly bear appeared, advancing with steady steps. Bears often hunted large moose when they had the chance, especially when their prey was exhausted from the time of energy consumption. The bull elk raised its head, sensing the approaching danger. It turned toward the lake as a familiar reflex. However, exhaustion slowed it down. The bear closed the distance, moving steadily and confidently. As the two creatures entered the shallow water, the lake's surface rippled slightly. After only a short while, the bull elk no longer had the strength it had before. The water gradually returned to calm, leaving the bear's silent silhouette. The familiar outcome of nature appeared. The stronger creature continued to survive, while the one that had reached its limit became the source of energy to maintain the cycle of survival in the North American mountains and forests. On the flat ice of the Arctic Ocean, life moves slowly but intensely. Seals, especially ringed and bearded seals, are the polar bear's most important source of energy. A single adult seal can provide nearly 100 pounds of fat, enough to sustain the bear for weeks, so every hunt is vital. On a chilly morning, below 14 degrees Fahrenheit, a ringed seal rests near the mouth of a breathing cave, where it must surface for oxygen. The seal is alert, eyes half open, its body pressed against the ice. Although dependent on the sea, it faces constant danger from above. Not far away, a polar bear was approaching. It moved very lightly on the ice, minimizing the noise. Bears can hold their breath for more than 2 minutes and swim silently under the water to approach their prey from a direction that is out of sight. Every step was calculated with almost absolute patience. The bear stopped when there were only a few meters left. The wind blew in the favorable direction, carrying the scent away from the seal. A moment of silence prevailed, but even the slightest movement of the ice would alert the seal. If detected early, the seal could just slide quickly into the sea and disappear in a few seconds. This time, the bear chose to wait. It approached slowly, bit by bit. The seal did not notice anything. In the moment when the seal raised its head to sniff, the bear made the final approach. The ice trembled slightly. A moment later, the northern sea was quiet again. Whether the outcome was success or failure, the scene clearly showed the harshness of the life cycle here. Bears rely on patience and subtle tactics. Seal relies on escape speed and survival instinct. On the Arctic ice, Every moment decides the future of the strongest in this cold region. In the tundra and deep forests of North America, grizzly bears and wolves share territory, where food scarcity often leads to conflict. Wolves are intelligent, highly social animals. Bears have large muscles, a bite force of nearly 975 pounds per square inches, and remarkable endurance. One quiet afternoon, a bear was eating the remains of an animal in the middle of the forest. The scent of the meat quickly attracted about 10 wolves. They did not attack immediately, but spread out in an arc, emitting low growls to probe. This was a familiar tactic, to put psychological pressure and distract the bear's attention. The bear stood upright on its hind legs, roaring loudly and displaying its strength as a warning. However, the wolf pack kept its distance, moving continuously to harass. The tug-of-war took place in tense silence. The wolf was patient. The bear held its ground. When the bear suddenly turned sharply and charged towards a nearby wolf, the pack immediately dispersed, not because of fear, but because they understood that the bear's direct strength was too great. They gradually retreated, then retreated into the forest. On the ground covered with footprints, the bear continued to eat the remaining prey. The confrontation ended without the loser being injured. This is just a familiar slice of nature. Strength versus strategy. Each species playing its role in the wild balance of North America. Through 7 survival journeys, the bear's strength is revealed not only in its fierce attacks, but also in its patience and sharp instincts against each opponent. Each confrontation shows a different slice of nature, where speed, strategy, and determination blend together. From the deep forests of North America to the icy Arctic, bears always enter the game with a calm and powerful demeanor. And the creatures they encounter also have their own abilities, creating an unbreakable balance. In that wild vortex, only those who understand their own strength can continue to stand firm in the vastness of nature.